Hello, Facebook friends. I am coming to you today with a demo energy healing for animals session. I want you to see what the sessions look like and how they can help the animals. So basically, I have talked a little bit before about how there are imbalances on the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual levels. And when our animal companions have an imbalance, then we can help them by clearing them. It's kind of like peeling the onion. They're these little beings, and then they've got their energy field around them, and different imbalances can happen within that energy field. And it's important for us to be able to help them out by balancing them. So I'm going to use my my system, and I'm going to help you do some energy clearing. So if somebody has an animal with a specific issue, I'm going to randomly choose someone. I know there's not too many people on here right now, but I'm going to randomly choose someone. So I want you have to give me the name of the animal, the name, age, species, and a couple, just a very, very short description of what's going on, and then we can actually do some clearing. If I don't get one that seems like a good one, I will work on Carly. Now my puppy has just stolen Carly's ball, and she's going to annihilate it. I should get that off her. Give me one sec, guys. I hate to do this, but I can't let the puppy chew this. Sorry, baby, you cannot chew that up. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, sorry about that. My Carly loves her little mini tennis balls, and my puppy Pixie Rose, my 2-pound Yorkie, has taken to skinning them, and I don't want her to do that while I'm on the video. So if you have an animal companion you'd like me to do some work on, give me the name of that animal companion, and I'm going to, oh, now she's reverted to the carpet. Give me one sec. Sorry guys, I don't usually have to do this, but this puppy's really a wild child. Okay, there we go. I am back, and apologize for that. Never had to do that before in Facebook Live. So if you have an animal you'd like me to do a demo on, let me know. If not, I'm going to jump into Carly. So there's no comments coming through right now. Maybe everyone just send me a hello or something so I know the comments are working. Because I see Sheila's, and hi Sheila, I see your pretty kitty in your profile picture, but no comments are coming through. So weird. I got some hearts and some thumbs up. So someone say, oh, hello Candace. Oh, I'm so sorry, Sally, that you had to let your Jessie go this morning. Many blessings to you. I know how hard that is, and I hope you can get some comfort off some of my other videos. Yay, Candace. Okay, so if anybody would like me to work on one of their animal companions, just give me the name, and I'm going to give it a couple more seconds. Okay, Jeanette, I hope I'm saying, Junette, I'm not sure if I'm saying your name right. Natasha, your cat. Did you want me to do a little bit of clearing for Natasha, Jeanette? If so, I'm going to have to ask you to type in a couple of things for me. So it seems like the comments are extremely slow. Okay, so Candace is saying, my sweet Siamese Dove would love some work. What is going on with Dove? Just give me a very short synopsis. Dove's age. Oh, okay, Jeanette's saying, please. Okay, so whoever gives me a little bit of a synopsis, age, issues that you'd like to work with, first I'll do it just to keep this Facebook Live rolling. So we're going to, so basically as I'm waiting for your comments to come in, I get myself into a nice grounded, centered place, which I did prior to this call. I balance my brain hemispheres. I have my pendulum, I've got my water. I don't usually drink out of these outdoor glasses, but for some reason I am today. And it's important for this work to be very hydrated. So I'm just waiting for a comment from somebody to tell me what is going on. Jeanette, what's her age? And I'm not sure if I remember her name. Let me just go back. I need a name and an age. Okay, oh, Natasha. Okay, so I need Natasha's age. We'll work on Natasha first. and I'd like to know her age and just a quick description of her. Is that her in your profile picture? If it is, I can't see because it's too small. Okay, so I'm going to start. So to help Natasha attain and maintain good health and well-being on all levels, to help Natasha work through her ear infection in an elegant, positive way, it is in my best interest to work with the physical, emotional, mental, spiritual. So we're going to go to the spiritual level. She's 4 years old. Candace, I'm going to try to do some for you as well, and I may have to have you retype that, so you may want to copy and paste it. What I'd like is one post with name of cat, age, or name of animal, age, and issue. So we're going to start on the spiritual level. So I'm working through this, through my animal energy system, and the first thing that's coming up on the spiritual level is chakras, and this is all part of my training program. I have a whole list of the chakras, so I'm just going to, first I'm going to use a diagram. Let me just go back here, make sure I've got it right. Okay, so I'm just going to check if it's a major chakra or a minor chakra. I'm getting a minor chakra first, so I'm going to go to the minor chakras, and just minor chakras are like sub-chakras of the major chakras. You said she's had this for a year. I'm assuming that you have been seeing a vet, etc. I would highly recommend that if you haven't. Okay, so let's see. I'm just testing through the chakras here. I'm using my system. And the one that's coming up here is the ears. The ear chakra. The ear chakra is associated with, and when you're in my training, you have all this information at your disposal. It's associated with the sensing chakra, which is a major chakra dogs and cats have right around here on the bridge of the nose, and it governs the sensory intake and sensory transmission of information to the brain. Okay, so this is a sub chakra of that one, so I'm going to work with that ear chakra. So give me just half a second here as I pull my papers together. So I'm going to use, for the ear chakra, I'm going to use the color, let me just see. I'm going to use the color aqua, okay? So I'm going to send some aqua to Natasha's ear chakra. So I'm going to ask that Natasha's ear chakra receive the color aqua. I'm going to ask that it come into perfect balance, spinning in a clockwise fashion with any non-beneficial energies and imbalances released to the spiritual. We're going to give that a couple seconds. Okay, and I'm checking. I have my pendulum here. I'm just not holding it up that high. You don't need a pendulum, but I just like to have it. It's also a protection device. Jeanette, I hope I'm saying your name right, says she is watching me. That's not that uncommon. Okay, so we've balanced the ear chakra. I'm going to ask if there's any other chakras to balance right now, and I get a no. So are we going to go to the physical level? We are. So the very first thing I'm going to do on the physical level for Natasha is activate grounding. That's coming up first. So I'm going to visualize all of her energies being grounded to Mother Earth. I get into much more detail on it, but I want to do something fairly quickly here for you today. And checking on my Pixie Rose over there in her X Pen. Okay, so let's see. Now I'm going to activate protection. So I'm going to activate a protective bubble around her, and you can do this yourself for her. So I'm going to visualize a pink bubble. So we'll visualize a pink protective bubble for Natasha. Not that there's energies trying to, attack us or anything like that, but it just keeps her energy secure and not being as impacted by other energies like any kind of energies like electromagnetic, noxious energies, etc. Caitlin Rose asked, do I do energy healing for horses? 100%, Caitlin. My whole life is about a training program for people to do this. I'm actually thinking I should be writing a book about it. I've been doing this for a long, long time. Okay, so the next thing that's coming up for her is brain integration. So brain integration is integrating the right and left hemispheres of the brain. And sometimes during day-to-day life, us and our animal companions can get more oriented to one hemisphere or the other. So so let me just see. So I'm gonna, let me see, cross, figure eights. So figure eights is coming up. So the figure eight could be done like this towards Natasha, or like this. This is the opposite direction. For those of you who ride horses, you know if you ride a figure eight and then you change directions and you ride the figure eight, you're going the opposite way. So for Natasha, let's see, this one, let's see. So that one is coming up as the best. So I'm going to send this. I'm sending this all to Natasha as we're, and sorry, my camera, I'm trying to do it within the camera range. So I'm running through the figure eight. Okay, let's check that. That's fully balanced. Okay, anything else on the physical level? No, I'm getting, let's go to the emotional level now. I'm getting some information on the emotional level. So let's, I'm going to go through the emotion chart that I use. It's a 5-element emotion chart. So we're going to first test by element, then by meridian, and then by emotion or issue. So Jeanette, I want you to be I want you to be handy at your keyboard, because I'm going to, whatever comes up, I want you to tell me the first thing that comes into your mind when I say this. It could be like, you know, Rice Krispies or something, whatever it is. It may not sound related, okay? So I'm using the 5-element emotion chart right now. So let's go through it. Fire, earth, metal, water, wood, gallbladder, liver. So liver's coming up, and let's see. The word distressed comes up. So Caitlin, if you have any thoughts about that, sorry, not Caitlin, Jeanette, when I say the word distressed related to Natasha, does anything at all come to mind? It could be something from, you know, any time. So while you're working on that, I want you to key that in if you can. I wish I could do this live bring someone up on the screen beside me. Maybe I'll figure out how to do that someday. Okay, so we're going to clear that distressed, which was a liver meridian emotion. So Caitlin says loss. So has she experienced some loss? Just give me a few more words than that. Has she experienced some loss? Give me a time frame, whatever. So I'm in the meantime, I'm going to be checking in. So is there anybody else involved in this issue, emotion? And I get a no. And I'm going to check if there is a time frame. And I'm getting a yes. So I haven't seen, your post hasn't come through if you've done it. So I'm just going to go, is it current life? No. Is it in utero? Yes. So let's see, first, so in utero, and I don't know how long the gestation period off the top of my head is for cats. I have it in my notes somewhere, but let's just say about first half, second half, so it's near the end. So basically, Jeanette, while her mother was pregnant with her, near the end of the pregnancy, but before Natasha was born, there was some kind of event that happened that is the first level of layer that she would like to clear for this. So let me just see if there's any other information we need to know. No, so we're ready to go. So let's go to, let me just see how we're going to clear it. Emotional stress release points, brain gem, brain essences. Let me just continue to go through. Crystals. Okay, so we're going to use a crystal energy to clear this, and I have some crystal. I'm just going to go to one of my crystal sheets, and I'm going to check in on the front. No, it's on the back. Left side column, right side column. So I'm just going to chunk now down so we speed up time. Topaz. So topaz is coming up as what her higher self would most like to use to clear this. The stone, the gem, the mineral topaz. So I'm just going to read you a little bit about topaz so you have just an understanding of what it is. Sometimes that really helps. Oh, it detoxifies the body. It's, I should have more light here. I'm trying to keep the light in front of me so you guys can see me better, but let me just read this. Topaz is, it strengthens the liver. Interesting, because this was a liver meridian issue that we're clearing. It strengthens the liver, it's the gallbladder, the spleen, the digestive organs, the nervous system. It detoxifies the body. It's awakening, inspiring. It's a stone of abundance. You know, it works with the navel chakra, the crown chakra, and it's about tissue regeneration. So I'm not going to get into too much more than that. So we're going to send her the frequency of topaz. So Natasha, receive topaz perfectly now on all levels, all dimensions, all aspects, known and unknown, now and for all time. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to check. So she's fully received that topaz. So that's really good. I'm just going to see if there's anything else on the emotional level that we... sorry, Rosemary, I'm right in the middle of doing a session, and I have somebody else waiting, so I can't stop right this second. But we will have other opportunities for Facebook Lives. We want to get all the babies healed. So let's just see. So is there anything else on the emotional level? I'm getting a no. We're going to jump back to the spiritual level for a moment and just do some work over there. Let's just see. Oops. And we're going to call in. We're going to call in now for Natasha. If you're just joining us, we're doing a balance for Natasha, the kitty Natasha, and it's Jeanette's cat. So we're going to call in. We're going to call in a helper. So I'm just going to check through here. My Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, Raphael. So we're going to call in Raphael for Natasha. So I want you, Jeanette, and everybody else can help. We're going to call in Raphael. So just ask Raphael to be with Natasha to help through this situation. Okay. So, and that, any of this work that we're doing, it will and can continue to work, you know, kind of heal, work, keep moving up through the next like 2 weeks or so. And Rosemary's saying, Jeanette, much love to you and Natasha. Okay, so let's just see if there's anything else on a spiritual level. No, I'm getting a no. I'm going to just run back over to my... one of my other systems. I want to douse through her body systems to see which one would most benefit from some color healing. So I'm just going to go through them right now. Circulatory, digestive, endocrine, immune, lymphatic, muscular, reproductive, respiratory. So the respiratory system is coming up. We're going to use the color, let me just see, the two colors for the respiratory system are pink or orange, so I'm just going to check pink. No, we're going to use orange, and I'm going to use one of my more advanced from my level 2 training. I'm going to use one of my more advanced systems to clear it. So we're going to go into the sacred geometry. So we already know the color is orange, and there's a couple of different symbols that I like to bring through. And Marcia's saying Raphael is amazing. Yes, I didn't say this, but Raphael is the angel in charge of healing and medical crises and that kind of thing. So Archangel Raphael is going to be very helpful for Natasha. And you guys can all learn about what I'm doing for your animals as I'm speaking. So I'm going to go through my sacred geometry color chart. So I'm just checking through if it's on the first page, and I get a yes. Okay, so on the first page under the orange column, I think you can probably see that. This is the orange column here. I have a bunch of symbols, so I'm going to check through. So I'm going to check through the Flower of Life, Star Tetrahedron, Infinity, Fibonacci Spiral, or the Metatron's Cube. So the Metatron's Cube symbol is coming up. This is it right here, this star right there. Excuse my manicure. It's in desperate need of help. Didn't want to let that stop me from doing a Facebook Live. Hey, Jeanette says, yes, I also got orange. Yay, you're getting the hang of this. So we're going to send this particular symbol right here to Natasha, okay? So Natasha, receive Metatron's Cube in orange perfectly now on all levels, all dimensions, all aspects, known and unknown, now and for all time. So we're just going to let that kind of flow to Natasha. Okay, is that fully balanced? Yes. Anything else under sacred geometry color? And getting a no. Let's see if there's anything else in the body systems that we're going to work through here today, or anything, any kind of endocrine balancing. No. Any kind of vital organ balancing. I'm getting a no. Okay, so let's just see if there's anything else that's coming up for, I've got so many papers here. It's a big system. We're going to see if there's anything else coming up for Natasha, because I did, Candace, you're on standby. So Candace, we're going to get to you in a moment, so I want you to get ready to type fast your info. So let's see if there's anything else right now for Natasha. I'm getting that there's another emotion, so we're going to jump into the emotions again really quickly. And again, I'm going to use the 5-element emotion chart. So we're going to check through here. So fire, earth, metal, water. Water meridian, and in the water meridian, the two in the water element, the two meridians are bladder and kidney. So we're going to check kidney, bladder. Bladder's coming up. This is a meridian that comes up a lot for cats, and the reason, you heard the term "fraidy cat." Fear is the emotion of the kidney bladder. Okay. All the emotions related to fear, kind of. That's why cats tend to be more afraid than, say, dogs, and they tend to have issues in that meridian. Dogs have their issues, this is very general, but they tend to have their issues in a different meridian, let's say. Sometimes stomach, spleen, liver, gallbladder oriented, depending on the dog. So let's, so we're under bladder, so I'm gonna test through here. I'm testing through to see which emotion that Jeanette's cat, Natasha, her higher self, would like us to clear right now for her to help her the most with her sinus infection. And I wanna be very clear, this is not a replacement for veterinary care, but it can have some amazing help to any veterinary. It offers so much help, and it can create miracles on its own. But I definitely recommend you all always are doing veterinary care at the same time. So let's go through here. Fear, anxiety, peace, dread, terror, panic, restlessness. Restlessness is coming up. So Jeanette, if you can just type in really quickly if something comes up for you when I say restlessness. I'm just going to look for a time frame again. So I'm going to ask if it's current life. It is. So she's 4 years old. So I'm going to say birth to 2, no, 3, 4. So it's something that's more recent for her that's coming up as restlessness. I'm curious if it feels like it started this spring. So Jeanette, something that has made her restless, or a restless situation this spring. Okay, so let me just check if it's her own or absorbed. Her own. It is her own. So it could be something about wanting to be out and not being able to go out, or wanting to be out more and not being able to, or just some kind of inner restlessness that's happening with her. The comments are coming through slowly. So if you can type that in, Jeanette, that would be helpful. I'm going to, okay, so I'm not seeing it. So I'm just going to go ahead and clear it how I would clear it if I didn't have a client to talk to. So so it's her own. We've got the time frame. Is there anything else we need to know? No. So I'm just going to clear it. So let's go through and see how her higher self, so do you think she gets restless when she's alone, Jeanette? I'm feeling a restlessness that's contributing to this issue. So let's just go through and just check here, emotional stress release points. I'm going to clear it with the emotional stress release points. So we have 2 points right here that are emotional stress release points. So she has an attachment to you, and she doesn't like to be alone. So I'm going to put my left hand horizontally across my forehead. You know, how you would, if you're ever not feeling well, try this, and put your right hand horizontally across your navel. So we're going to ask that any imbalanced energy related to restlessness and the bladder meridian be released and replaced with balanced energy for Jeanette's Natasha cat. Okay, let me check. It's fully balanced. And you would think, well, why are we clearing the bladder meridian when she's got a sinus infection? And what's so interesting is, the knee bone's connected to the ankle bone. Everything in our bodies. I mean, sometimes you could have a respiratory issue and it's triggered by the kidney or, whatever, because there's certain meridians that are related to one another. So Candace, let me know if you're still here. Okay, so let me know if you're still here, Candace, because I'm going to do, if you're still there, I'm going to do a quick one for your animals. My mobile dog groomer is coming for Carly, so if she shows up, I'm praying she's not going to show up early, but if she does, I'm going to have to stop this because Carly's got to go out for grooming. But in the meantime, for Natasha, Candace is there. Okay, so hopefully that'll stay. Okay, so I am going to be helping others in future lives, and I'm going to be telling you more about how you can learn how to do this yourself as well. So I'm holding the mastoid bone points. So Natasha received these healing energies with the love that is intended. Lock it into every cell, every fiber, and every level of your being for all dimensions now and for all time. And then I'm just going to do an energetic detox. If she was a human, I'd tell her to drink more water. Many people are, many cats aren't that willing to just drink water. Okay, so that is a completion for Natasha. So Candace was one of the other ones. Candace has a Siamese cat dove, 8 years old, a rescue from a breeder, only socialized to Candace, spent most of her life in a cage as a breeder queen. I would like her to be more open to people and less stressed. I'm going to see if I can open up your comment. Oh my gosh, I did. She has never let anyone near her other than me since I've had her with me, which is 2 years. Also, she had major surgery almost a year ago. Okay, so, okay, great. So we're going to work Dove, and she's 8 years old. So, we're going to talk, we're going to make an opening statement for Dove. So to help Dove attain and maintain good health and well-being on all levels, to help Dove through, I'm going to just back up a little bit here. Through her unsocialization, fear and anxiety and stress, in an elegant, positive way, it is in my best interest to work with the physical, emotional, mental, spiritual. So we're going to the mental, spiritual level first, and I'm going to just jump right in there and see. The very first thing that's coming up for her is chakras. So I'm just going to pull up. That's so sweet. I see a cute little heart in prayers. So I'm going to pull up, I have much better chakra charts than this, but this is just one of my old-fashioned ones. So I'm just going to look at her chakras, because chakras is coming up first, okay? So I'm going to ask if it's a major chakra, because I deal with 8 major chakras and 13 minor chakras with the animals. And it is a major chakra, and the chakra that's coming up is the sensing chakra, which is on the bridge of the nose, kind of between the eyes and the nose tip. And it's a chakra that animals have, humans don't, and it governs the sensory intake and processing of sensory information to the brain. So when a being takes in information, how does it, correlate into their head? And there's something a little off there. So the color of that chakra is a silver blue color. So we can all together visualize sending Dove, Siamese cat Dove, who's 8 years old, a breeder rescue, some silver light. So I'm going to send silver light to Dove's sensing chakra. I'm going to ask that it come into perfect balance, spinning in a clockwise fashion with any imbalances, blockages, non-beneficial energies to be released to the spiritual. I just want to address something, because I've changed my wording now to spinning in an appropriate fashion, because the chakra, any chakra from one side is spinning clockwise this way, but if you were looking at the back, it's spinning clockwise from the back, which if you could see the back of it from the front, it's counterclockwise, so it's a bit confusing. So I usually just say spinning in an appropriate fashion now. So let's just see. So we've sent some silver blue light to Dove's sensing chakra. We're going to just check if that is balanced, and I'm getting a no. So we got to just send a bit more. Okay, we're going to give it a couple more seconds. Again, I'm working with my pendulum, but I don't have my I keep forgetting to plug in my microphone too. Good thing I'm close, not far. You wouldn't hear me. And I need to get a better microphone for these lives. Okay, so we have done that, and that is fully balanced now. So I'm going to see if there's any other chakras to balance for Dove. No. Anything else on the spiritual level? No. I'm going to go to the physical level now for her. So let me just bop back over there and see what's coming up for her here. Okay, so grounding, protection, brain gym. So color is coming up for her. So I work a lot with color, and I'm going to pull out my Sacred Geometry color chart, and we're going to send some more. Dove says thank you. You are welcome, Dove. You are more than welcome. You deserve to be happy and not anxious. So I'm going to work again with my Sacred Geometry color chart. We're going to pick a color for well, Dove's going to pick her own color basically through me. I've set myself up. I didn't say this in either case, but I have set myself up, and I did this just in my head, as a surrogate for both Natasha and now for Dove. So I did it really fast because I didn't want to mess up the Facebook. So we're going to go through colors. So I'm going to say, is it one of the colors on the first page? No. So it's one of the colors on the second page, which are a different set of colors. This is like a 6-page document or something. So we're going to go through and test blue, indigo, violet. Okay, so violet's coming up. Okay, and is it one of the Sacred Geometry symbols on the first page? Yes, it is. So I'm just going to check through Flower of Life, Star Tetrahedron, and Infinity. So what's coming up is a violet infinity, which is right there. Yeah, oops, sorry, there. Magenta and violet look a lot the same through my camera. So that's a violet infinity. So we're going to send that to Dove. So Dove, receive a violet infinity perfectly now on all levels, all dimensions, all aspects, known and unknown, now and for all time. And we can kind of visualize it whooshing to Dove like a text message leaving your phone, whooshing over, okay? Give that a couple seconds. Is that fully balanced? Yes. Okay. Is there anything else in color? Yes. I'm getting a yes. Anything on violet? No. So we're going to go to a new color. So since I'm already on this page, I'm just going to ask, is it one of the items on this page? And I'm getting a yes. So we're going to go blue, indigo. So indigo is coming up. The second row here is indigo. So we're going to go through the different symbols to see which Dove would like. This is all based on Dove's higher self, because each living being has the innate knowing within on how to heal themselves. They know what they need. So we're kind of tuning into her higher self, her soul, her spirit, to find out what she would most like to help her work through these issues that Candace has brought to us today. So we're going to go through and check Flower of Life, Star Tetrahedron, Infinity, Fibonacci Spiral. So we're going to send her an indigo Fibonacci Spiral, okay, which is right here. Okay, so it's like the Nautilus kind of, it's sacred. It's like every part of Sacred Geometry is in this Fibonacci Spiral. So we're going to send an indigo Fibonacci Spiral to Dove. We're going to ask that she, we're just going to send that to her. We're going to ask that she receive it perfectly, and that it impact her now in the best and highest way, for all dimensions, all time, all aspects, known and unknown, now and for all time. So we're just going to give her that Fibonacci spiral, okay? So let's see, anything, is that fully balanced? I got a yes. Things can happen. Stuff that used to take like half an hour now can be done in seconds. And many things can almost be going on at one time, which is what's so wonderful about this work. So we're going to ask if there's anything else on the Sacred Geometry color chart to balance for her now, any systems that she would like us to work with. And I'm going to just check through her body systems because that's coming up. I have the body system chart here, and I'm going to go through it and see. So let's see, circulatory, digestive, endocrine, immune, lymphatic, muscular, her nervous system. Okay, and the colors for the nervous system are blue or yellow, and as I'm testing her here, blue is coming up. So we're going to send some blue light just on its own. Oh, Dove is rolling. Yay! They always, 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 if you look close enough, some are more subtle than others, but they always, always show what's going on. They feel it, even if they're in, they could be in Timbuktu. I'm in Arizona, and I don't know where Candace lives, but probably not in Arizona. So let's send her some blue. So Dove, receive blue light perfectly now on all levels, all dimensions, all aspects, known and unknown, now and for all time. Okay, so I'm just going to move the comments up. I know I'm missing a lot of comments. So Dove is in Denver. The Mile High City, I believe it's called. So anyway, so as you can see, this healing work works over continents. I have clients in over 52 countries. So there is no problem where anybody works. And I just want to share, this is my life's passion, and I have put together a training program that helps others because I'm so passionate about getting this work out there in a very big way. And I do have a webinar coming up on Wednesday of this coming week. And this particular webinar is a very, very special webinar. So if you haven't attended my Connect on Demand, How to Master Animal Communication, or even if you have, I'm going to strongly urge you to come to this webinar this coming Wednesday because it is, like I said, I've got a special surprise on this webinar. Caitlin says, would love to have this done on my horse sometime. We do have sessions available with both myself and some of my senior associates who have been trained by me. My goal is to get more and more people using the system. I'm in the process of simplifying it down so I can put it into a book. So I want to just see with Dove if there's anything else right now. That doesn't mean that you can do this twice a day on your animal companions. This is also a self-healing system, so you can do it on yourself. So we're going to lock this in. I'm going to hold the mastoid bones again. So Dove, receive these healing energies with the love that is intended. Lock it into every cell, every fiber, and every level of your being for all dimensions now and for all time. And I'm going to do an energetic detox to just release any energies that have been released into her system to allow them to just leave right out of her system. Again, it's better if you can drink more water. I always drink lots of water while I'm doing this. I should have a sip right now. And there was something that was popping into my mind that I wanted to share about this. Let me see if there's any more comments. Was this helpful to you guys? Did you enjoy watching it? I have to wrap this video at this moment, but I am going to be doing more. And you can always reach us. Our Animal Energy Facebook page, which is where this live is the source of lots and lots of information. And you're saying, yes, it was helpful. Good. So I will be coming on periodically, teaching more bits and pieces and doing some sporadic healing and clearing work. So I hope that you all enjoyed this. I enjoyed spending some time with you. Carly's groomer is showing up any moment to give my Maltese, to give her a groom. Candace says, thank you so much. Is there anything else Dove wants me to know? I will have to do that another time because I want to make sure I'm not in the middle of the live when the groomer shows up. So abundant blessings, everyone. And Jeanette says, thank you so much from Natasha and I. And I will see you on the next live video. And stay tuned to our Facebook page as well. There's lots of good information that comes through there too. Bye-bye, everybody. Abundant blessings. Have a great weekend.